So she played the last piece that she had studied with the professor, Clair de Lune by Debussy, Moonlight. And the professor had told her that she was playing it beautifully, and that if she worked as hard on the Grieg piano concerto as she had done on this piece, then one day she would make her debut in that great work. And when she looked up, she saw her mother, her father, her sisters, Rosie and Sonia, standing right here, listening to her. My grandmother came over to my mother and placed her hands on her shoulder. My mother saw the tears in her eyes, and she knew they had chosen her. They were going to send her away. She told me how she started to cry. She was terrified. But then my grandmother said it was a chance for her to have a new teacher, an English piano teacher in London, where there were no ordinances, and that in no time the family would follow. My mother was somewhat excited. A new teacher, the Grieg piano concerto. But her family, how soon would they be coming? How could she leave them? What would give her the strength to get on that train? I really believe that this is a story of a grandmother to a mother to the daughter. And then I hope I'm passing it on now to not only the children in my life, but students out there. Why did I take on this journey to tell my mother's story? In many ways, I answered by saying I think I was branded in my heart. When, in a way, I think I came out of my mother's being to tell her story, to tell my grandmother's story, to keep it alive, to celebrate man's humanity to man. Because this is really a story of a nation that opened its heart and souls to all these refugees. And when I recently did the run in London, I found myself thanking the audience and that nation and saying, I'm alive today because of the generosity of this nation, which really is so powerful when you think about the tremendous humanitarian crisis that's taking place in our world today. And so I go out there not only to tell my mother's story, but I go out there because I want to tell everyone's story. It's a universal story.